Hello, 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 and welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. I'm in a good mood, so let's kill Mewtwo. Finish the run with Mewtwo. I seem to have been on a streak of getting my promising characters killed, and that streak. Let's hope we don't keep it alive one more, huh? What was I doing with this kit anyway? I had Ice Storm up and running. I had cleared out the vaults. Presumably had 3 runes. And I was just doing generic dungeon diving, I guess. That sounds about right. Dropping the Ring of Slaying. If I ever find myself slaying things with this cat, that is a bad day. Hang on all my amulets. Conservation is a good generic. Swap that out for... Hmm. I was wondering why I'm not wearing the Ice Strength Int Ring permanently. I guess the only reason is that I'm worried about the loss of fire resistance. Since the only way I can get even 1 pip of fire resistance is by Ring of Protect Fire. But honestly, that's giving up a lot of damage and strength for very little reason. God help me though, this cat is gonna have to go through Zot with virtually no resistance to fire. Yeah, let's go ahead and bite the bullet and do that. Let's go ahead and go put the strength on. And we're focusing down spellcasting, which is dumb because what are you trying to make hungerless here? You don't have the spell levels or something. So let's get rid of spellcasting. Dodging, there's never a harm in amping up, but fighting is more important as a defense because I'm gonna be getting hit by guaranteed hit AoEs more than anything else now. Bolstering my damage is never a bad idea. Because I don't ever train traps and doors, but I'm just gonna throw some points in traps and doors because it is quote unquote the right thing to do. And do we have controlled blink anywhere in the dungeon? Controlled teleport, it's not the same. Book of the Warp, Book of the Warp, controlled blink. Massive fail, but that could be very useful in the future. What am I doing for spell levels? 2 levels left, so I'm gonna get 4 more by default just by leveling up. Put a couple points into spellcasting if I really need it. Or better yet, lose control teleport when I get it. Yeah, I think this could potentially be an okay setup. I do have that fail fire resist right now, so we're gonna swap out wizardry just for that, which is fine. It puts conjurations of ice back into failed territory, so trickle into ice, and there we go. We're gonna have to turn off one of those skills later. Let's start killing things. How do I kill things? Freeze Cloud and Fitted Cloud. Okay, excellent. Did the door just close? I don't know, nuts to you guys. It's gonna hurt you more than it hurts me. Oh right, I can't evoke anything. Do I have an Orb of Destruction? I do, okay. Just blow up the door for me, eh? And continue dropping Freeze Clouds into their back line. Alright. And because I'm wearing the Ice Ring now, the power of the ice spells I cast is going to go up. The power of the Conjure Flames I drop is going to go down, but I was not ever that concerned with its power, was I? I guess I was. Like, even if I'm not generally thinking about it, it does suck for those Conjure Flames to be that much less effective. Maybe I made the wrong choice here in switching to this ring. In these situations like this, I've still made plenty of use of it. Do I have an Icicle? I do have an Icicle. Excellent. Yeah, Icicle is going to do a lot more damage. Ah! Repel missiles, bitch. Because those are fire bolts. And we'll just drop a freeze cloud as far up as I can get it. I do have animate skeleton. I've got to remember that instead of butchering. Oh, come on, you just come at me. I'm not even gonna leave your net. That's how bold I am right now. Okay, maybe I'll leave your net. Repel missiles is capital D. Yep. Drop the ice zone. Freezing cloud. Icicles down. Just keep icicling things. All it takes. We're gonna drop a freeze cloud right in there. That zone of ice will damage things. Nope. Fire in the hole further back. That should kill them. Just keep hurling ice in every direction. That's basically the game plan here. Auto pickup is on. How do I blow this up? Orbital destruction should do it. Nope. Okay then. Wake the dead and moss. Icicles should be enough to take you down. Repel. Frost cloud. And so you basically get the idea. It's not like I'm ineffective or anything. It's just it's a little bit repetitive for the moment, but I'm quite happy to be getting all this experience into all of these core skills as well. It's not like this was a waste of time for me, training-wise. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Oh, you know what? You're not being iced. There, ice them. And send the skeletons in just to face tank. Icicles. The solid shard of ice component damages you even if you're invulnerable and or resistant to ice. Sorry, cold. Drop the ice zone and wait, and then repeat the ice zone because you're using goddamn fire arrows. Alright, you know what? Fuck you, icicle. Oh, you're dead. Excellent! Res. Res. Off we go. Boom. Poke with stick. Drop a zone. Frost god. Repel missiles is on. Wait a few more turns before dropping an ice zone. Boom. And I keep calling it an ice zone because that's what it is. An AoE blast, aka zone, composed of, AoE burst, composed of ice. You're just not gonna die, are you? I mean, technically the spell is Freezing Cloud, but Ice Zone describes it fairly well. Let's go ahead and turn on Repel Missiles here. And I want this thing to die so I can get at the juicy orc behind it. Stepped out of the way to give room for the Boulder Beetle to hit somebody else. Alright, and I think that's about it for this floor. Next. Should hope to reach Zot before I'm done today. Hey you, get into the fire. Good. Hey you, die to icicles. I'm not actually sure how I intend to deal with Orbs of Destruction. I guess resist fire. Orbs of fire. I guess resist fire Orb of Destruction, the orb, and control Blink to get away. Extra lives ×2 for if the worst should happen. What else? I technically have Ice Storm, I guess, so if I use a Potion of Brilliance and then fire that off like a Megiddo cannon, I should be fine. I love that word, even though I don't know if it's something I've already pulled from somewhere else or I just made it up. But the Megiddo cannon, for those of you who don't know what the hell I'm making up or talking about, is something that, for no apparent reason, I don't know why I picked that particular phrase, it just sounds cool, I use to describe a spell, power, etc. that you have, which is very effective, very good, or whatever, but requires a immense amount of resource or input to make it happen. So, typically what you want to do is funnel all of your available power into firing your Megiddo cannon. If you're, going all out. At the end of Best of Both Worlds in Star Trek, the deflector dish modified weapon they had would have been an example of a Megiddo cannon. Considering that it's not even a real term, I've obviously given this way more thought than it ever deserved. Dropping ice. So anyway, yeah, Ice Storm is currently a Megiddo cannon for me. It requires all the food in the world and half my mana, but I can still cast it, and if I can get it to a little bit more reliable, then hopefully I'll be able to cast it and spam it with just, feeding myself ration after ration to keep it going. And in short bursts, I could even use mana restoration from... Do we have Ambrosia in this dungeon? No, never mind. But I can use mana restoration from Potions of Magic. I should have one or two. One, yeah. And I can also feed myself Brilliance to reduce the hunger cost slightly. And, make it more castable and more potent. Okay, I'm running out of icicles, so come upstairs. We'll finish this up here like men. Eat all the food. Go downstairs. Go upstairs. Blink. Go downstairs. Drop an ice zone. Shoot you. Go upstairs. Blink. I keep saying yes, and you keep not doing it. There you go. He's too dumb to realize that I shot him. He's also too dumb to realize I shot him by mistake, but in this case, two dumbs cancel each other out. Just ice zone this sucker. Alright. Yeah, I was worried at first about those things corroding, and then I realized I literally have nothing they can corrode. No weapons, no armor. Swiftness is reactivated. I know I haven't been using that nearly as much as I should, or could theoretically have, but I've also not exactly had to run. Mage Kitty is overpowered for the level she's required to be at this point. Could technically have gone Necromutation Kitty and tried for an extended endgame at this point. It's totally possible, but it's also just such a boring prospect because if I do the extended endgame as a Felid, all the loot I find I'm not going to be able to use. There's literally no loot in the game that I'm going to want. I guess I'd want a good artifact, ring, and or amulet with some really good intrinsic properties, but even then I'm limited to just one, maybe two of them. Where is this so-called skeleton? You know what? Fuck you. Boom. That was the wrong button anyway. Ditch the potion of cure mutation, check your mutations, and then check to see. I have several of them actually, which means I am actually in good shape for dealing with encounters, unfortunate encounters with Orbs of D between the amulet and the broader coverage of, you know, okay, that the amulet didn't cover, so take care of it. Backing off. And again, dropping an ice zone. And just start firing icicles. Excellent. Thanks to Vehumet, I'm actually staying topped off for mana quite nicely. I was wondering why it was that my Megiddo cannon, or not my Megiddo cannon, my main weapons weren't dealing me damage. Now I understand. Why aren't you eating the goddamn stuff? Just eat it. Just eat it. Just drop all of that. Off we go. That was a electrocutor type. Now it's gone. Repel. That's not repel. That's repel. And these are dispersals? Damn. And that sucker was dual wielding a staff of some kind too. I have to assume that was painful, whatever he had planned for me. But whatever he had planned, he didn't count for being shot in the face repeatedly with shards of giant icicles. I technically was playing a little bit riskier than I had to there. Just increase my AC as well as my repel this time. Drop the ice zone and then back off. Let these guys face tank for a little while. Because my health is already halved, so that's kind of a good incentive to be a bit more cautious. Alright, I see things getting shot. Okay, dead and done. Next. We'll make it to Zot by the end of this video yet. Oh, fuck me. No, we won't. Conservation is on, so quickly kill it. And then we'll look at what we lost. Unfortunately, this is just an ominous sign of things to come. If a single fire crab can reduce me to that low health that quickly, in a situation where I actually had the benefit of potentially controlling my teleports and blinks. Orbs of Destruction are going to be a very big deal. I have to ice the door, unfortunately. It's not going to be possible if this thing leaves a corpse. To close. Nope, it didn't leave a corpse. Excellent. The extra time it takes them to cluster up will cost them dearly. But yeah, so undodgeable fireballs of fire are going to deal significant damage down the road during Zot. I don't know if orbs of fire actually launch Firestorm, but if they do, that goes without saying. Massive damage and irresistible component or undodgeable components of it. AC up to 13 is kind of huge. So far, so good. Oh, wow, that's a lot of you. Ice Zone first. And I'll start pegging things that have the audacity to show up with icicles. Yeah, I guess for every time my icicle lands and kills, I get back 1 mana at least. So that's part of why I'm able to sustain Icicle Blast as long as I am. Bahamut's a damn good choice for this character. You know, since training up invocations as well would have taken precious EXP at a time I didn't have very much of it. Okay, how's the Ice Magery coming along? Ice Storm is still a total failure. It's going to be difficult to do that ever without Wizardry. I may be forced to switch to Wizardry when I finally hit the end game. Yeah. I'm not seeing a lot of other ways that can play out. What else? Controlled blink we were looking into. Our fail is coming down quite nicely. Let's get that to castable. Traps and doors I'm going to drop at 8. Fighting I'm just going to turn off at this point. Because as important as it is in theory, in practice it's draining my EXP. And I'm not exactly poor off with regard to my health pool. I'm just cat well off. Alright, that's the floor. Get your MP back, boy. Why are you running around without MP? Ice zone, back off. Money. Ooh, new book. Already have this one, thank you. Drop a fire zone first, and an ice zone second. I do believe these rats are firing electric bolts. Damn fucked up rats. Oh, you can't reanimate rat skeletons. That's weird. I'll get you out of there. Grenade style. Nothing of note. Hey, traps and door skills. Help me ID a trap that I would promptly walk right over anyway. I really do believe traps and doors is one of the most useless, not useless, but one of the most irritating skills in the game. Because even when you get it up, the odds of failure are still high. The odds that the trap you identify matters is still fairly low. There's all manner of reasons it's not as good a find as other things. Yeah, just ignore it, please. Repel, armor, ice. And then just start shooting things. Thanks to my dodge, even though they all fired fire arrows, my ice armor didn't actually crumble. Because they just missed. But even if they had hit, I would have been taking significantly less damage because of improved AC, so it was worth either way. Why don't you come at me, bro? I want to see you try. Because I want to see you die! Alright, drop some icicles. All you guys can die. Res dead, res dead. Heals, meats. Miasma is worth blinking out of. Because I lost 4 permanent health as a result. Or 3 permanent health. I think I was down 1 already. Hey, didn't I just pick up that heal potion? I did. Let's go ahead and burn that just to get back to full. That is just a generic angel. It is not in fact Mennas. Swiftness is going to be a must. The angel will probably rip right through them, but shout a couple times. I want it to follow me. Where the hell did it go? I want it to follow me. Okay, I'm out of the glow. It's not going to respect a fire barrier, so let's just ice. And then start icicling next. Yeah, free angels in the dungeon is not something you see often. I guess that was the appropriate vault for it to spawn from, though, so fair enough. Vault, or floor 25, I guess? Next floor, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Shoot and run. Just get a skeleton up. 3. Yeah, as part of their policy of getting rid of everything good in this game, they need to nerf animate dead. Especially with all the summon nerfs, it now makes the best quality. It still keeps some of the best qualities of summoned creatures, being able to attack off screen and such. They're meat shields that are permanent and summoned for 1 mana off of a corpse, even within combat. They don't care if you shoot them by accident or you shoot over their heads or whatever. Okay, drop the traps and doors now. That's quite enough. So much overweight. Because, you know, I'm mentally planning to drop my strength down by 4 when I eventually make the switch back to the normal amulet. Our mute is more important here. Already I got mutated once, right there. So it's a good thing I put on our mute. It protected me. Ice, please, and back off. Go in for the kills. I'm honestly tempted to believe that I could actually clear Zot without needing Ice Storm. I could just use the zone and sorry, that I could just use the zone and the other utility spells I have to get in and out of trouble, plus Orb of Destruction for truly dangerous single target damage. Repel Missiles is on. That should help with the icicles. Backing off. Nail you all. Go and attack that sucker, why don't you? Ice armor, repel, and actually let's drop an orb. Let's drop an orb on you. Just to soften you up good and proper. My mana is low, so tell the summons to go 2 for. Hopefully that should give me some mana back when it dies. It did. A couple icicles here should finish the job. Oh, and the summons actually killed whatever was inside. So see, this is a... I don't consider this a summon run by any stretch of imagination, because Animate Dead, or Animate Skeleton is not a summoner spell, but it acts as one. This is in fact, in my mind, very much a pure Conjurator run, which is quite impressive considering that it's a cat doing it. Controlled blink, look at the warp, controlled blink. 14% fail is much more palatable. But more palatable is not enough when you're talking about what the fuck happened. Backing off. when you're talking about a spell that costs that much mana just for a desperate utility jump, you need to know it's reliable. So I'm gonna be raising the... Jesus. You guys are hitting like trucks all of a sudden. I'm gonna drop an ice and back off. Yeah, I heard splashing, so I came to take a look. Let's drop an ice zone. Repel missiles is up, back off. Have those guys double pound the Shadow Dragon. Oh man, swiftness is gonna be helpful here too. Protect me from their fire with my ice. Icicle. Take down. So this mini volt is actually a lot more dangerous than I was giving it credit for. They've got... It opens up into some pretty serious enemies. Marjorie. Yeah, for this I vote to walk away. Okay, now it's my turn. We're gonna drop an ice zone like so. Back, back, back. New ice zone. I should be all protected from you. Running from the stone giant. Fuck me. Swiftness, repel missiles. Perfect. That should kill you. Where the hell did this Archmage whatever come from? Wherever it is, it's dead now. Yeah, I'm tempted to just quaff the heal wounds, but no. Things are stabilizing. Let's not burn resources. I don't need to burn ice. Icicles. Death. Wow, that was a distortion blade. I am damn glad I was so cautious not to let you touch me. Repel missiles first, please. And then we'll worry about everything else. For example, orbs. Against liches, I'm going orbs. Icicle should finish you. Nope! Running. Meleeing is fine. I don't want to be shot. Okay, can I somehow get through and shoot the lich? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Any AoE damage would be great here. Anything that would do it, but it might hit me. Fuck me, I'm at full health. I'll risk it. It hit. Holy cow, did it hit. Even with 2 pips of resistance, that took away half my health. But it was worth it because I nailed the lich. And with all this yak chuar flesh, it's not like I'm about to starve as a result of firing my Megiddo cannon. Okay, that's a clear. Let's go back to the area that I didn't quite clear. So, you know, I said it was a clear and then realized it wasn't. No. Orbs. Orbs against shadows, please. Let's make sure that the orbs actually hit. The icicle finishes the job. Icicles against fire giants for sure. Yeah, the guaranteed hit on fireball actually makes it the most dangerous thing that it gets thrown at me. Because everything else, the damage mitigation from my dodge is superb. It doesn't mitigate the actual damage, but you know, I used the wrong letter for repel missiles, and that's why it didn't repel. Let's go and hide. You know, I should be using regenerate when I hide. I don't know why I haven't been. Shit. Let's open with Freeze Cloud in this situation. That was the wrong spell. I meant Ice Storm. Yes, now we back off. Icicles from this range will not hit. Very well. Ice Storm will hit. And it can shoot around corners too. Repel missiles. take out the stragglers. No. No. Fine, you take out the stragglers. Kill them. Wow, that is a triple sword of some variety. Eat my way back to full. Raise the dead. You step of the way. I'm putting my head inside the jaws of a lion. So you're still hoping they come out unscathed. Or unscathed, as a mispronunciation would go. Repel missiles reactivate. Re-icicle. And I think that's it. That's it. Floor done. Next floor. If I can handle that, I think I do have the tools necessary for surviving later on. I just, God help me, I need to actually use them correctly. No, ice. Alright, and I think that should about... Wow, a lot of enemies reappeared on this floor because of how much time I spent by the fort. Okay, before I quit, because unfortunately that is the limit of my time for now, I would like to memorize that controlled blink spell, so off to the Orcish Mines to accumulate it. I'm not going to bother with that skeleton. Book of the Warp, right? Yeah. Shit. Drop ice to protect me from its inevitable attack. I don't know how that moved out of the way. There was literally nowhere for it to go. Hopefully it died off. Yeah, how the fuck did you get there so fast? Poke, poke. Come at me, bro. Orb of Destruction a couple times. Cool. And yeah, keep going to where you were going before. You know what? I'm leaving you guys alive. It'll be more interesting to deal with some other time. Book of the Warp! And memorize Spell of the Warp. Oh, can't. Okay, where's Amnesia? We're gonna have to do the math here, but I need 5 more spell levels, I guess. 4 more spell levels. Icicle is obviously not going anywhere. Mephitic Cloud I could lose at this point. I use it, but not enough to justify keeping. Control Teleport is questionably superfluous relative to Control Blink. But I generally like keeping both, so I have my options open. Defensive spells are all useful in their own way. Yeah, I think Mephitic Cloud is the clear winner here. So, lose that. Much as I love it, it's not doing a lot for me. You know what? Let's just level up one more time to finish this memorization. So, heading upstairs, and I guess you guys are lucky. You get to... I'm going to continue playing until I memorize this spell, and then I'm going to quit. So hey, maybe I actually will make it to 27 after all, depending on how long it takes for that last level up to kick in. $22. ZK, I believe? Yes. What the hell do you mean? Oh, that's an ally. Okay. I was like trying to shoot my ally and it wasn't letting me. The might of Stormwind. Wait, why can't I reach some places exactly? Oh, Miasma Trap. Fuck that shit. It's gone now. Next floor. Next floor. You are but an ant in the afterbirth. Repel. Ice, 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 ice. Alright. Ice zone. Not that it's going to be very effective. Icicles would be more effective. You know, because even a cold resist enemy is not going to be able to ignore a giant piece of ice sticking out of the side of their face. How do you guys not know I'm here? I guess because I'm a stealth kitty. Meow. Speaking of stealth, did I ever train stealth? I did. 10 points. Excellent. Couple icicles. Couple more icicles. Definitely calls for an ice zone. Resist, repel missiles. More icicles. More icicles. The hell do you guys want from me? ZK. Orbital destruction is not getting through. Goodbye, Dr. Lecter. Alright, come on, hurry up. Yes! Found and ignored my first Zot trap. Potentially useful on a scale, you know, it's like a 1 in 4 chance that would have been useful, but you never know. Maybe I made good on that 1 in 4 chance and didn't get sent to the abyss or worse because of that. Lord knows the training didn't really cost me anything, so it's not exactly like I'm paying for it. Backing off, backing off, backing off. I'm not sure whether or not he summons versus my skeletons. I don't think he does, though, because if he did, my skeletons would probably have been overwhelmed. Just go, just go. Okay, repel, armor, and focus down the Yaktuar. You guys finish him off, I'll focus on the new target. Okay, I'll finish him off. Alright, out of mana. Good as that time as any to run. 9 mana is not enough to make a stand. This is getting dicey. Initiate, control, teleport. So teleport first, control second. Where's control? And wait. I no longer have Mephitic Cloud, which is the correct move here. But I can just shoot everything and kill it, so, you know, correct is relative. There's the level up. I don't have Mephitic Cloud, so let's go Fire and Ice. To control the large group. Icicle to control the small group. Running and hiding to keep myself alive. Okay, that level up should have given me enough for the control blink. It did. Which I'm going to promptly put on a out of the way letter that doesn't get pushed by mistake. Situations I want to control blink, I'm going to be more than willing to look it up. And if I'm trying to cast my old Mephitic Cloud letter and instead control blink, well, that could be devastating. Ah, shit! Okay, running. Running towards the known. You got no range weapons, bro, but you are apparently made of fucking solid titanium or something. What are you, immune to damage? Bitch. Repel missiles. Icicles. res, eat, res, run. This always freaking happens, man. I tell myself I'm gonna play for X, then I keep going and going and going and going and going. Which one of these is resist mutation? That one is resist mutation. Not that I had to worry about it, but I did. And that's not true. I had to worry about it. The fact that nothing happened doesn't change the fact that I didn't know nothing would happen and I had to worry. Okay, out of mana, completely running. I've settled into a very bad pattern whereby I default to throwing icicles instead of using my brain as to whether or not a zone is required. I need to remember that I have the zone and turn to that just as easily, since the zone can hit multiple enemies, whereas the icicle is only good for a singleton. Here, for example, is a perfect time to use the zone. Double kills, one shot of mana. So, you know how I said I'd stop after the last level up? Well, I guess I'm going to be going until dot 27, or D27, so sue me. Control Blink is now very, very solid, so we'll turn that off. Keep going with Conjurations of Ice. Repel Missiles and Swiftness are good. Drop an Orb of Destruction just to finish that guy. Ice Zone. Icicle, because he's escaping the zone. Ice Zone, why not? Yup, definitely an Ice Zone. Run. Repel Missiles. Drop an Ice Zone again. No, wrong target. That target, thank you. That's a gold dragon. We're gonna run. Between Poison Breath and the fact that I'm so deep inside this area, yeah, I'm not comfortable taking on that dragon just now. I'm comfortable taking him on, you know, if I have control of the arena. If I have an easy retreat, a blink source, something. Give me something. No advantages? I see no reason to take on a dragon. Yo, dogpile him. Just finish him. Just demolish him. I need the mana. Icicle. Icicle. That's 12 mana for a single target. Poke my head in. Orb of Destruction. Icicle. Bale. Dogpile. That's a Titan. I don't know how a Titan got behind me, but there's a Titan. We're gonna initiate control and then start blinking the hell out of here. Perfect. Again, just see this crisscross pattern? I want to have an easy escape route, should the worst happen. Now, we can try and Orb of Destruction him from here. Boom. There's still that dragon at large in this area, and I don't think that they mutate me, those Eyes of Devastation. Repel, because these guys always come with rocks. You know, I guess that's a sign that I just know this game very well. That I didn't actually have to consciously think about which enemies require which defenses. I'm just ready to go with the repel missiles half the time, or the ice. Wait. Ice. Icicles. Anything else? Nope. Res everything. All the things. Nope. Yup. There's the ice. Let's go Zono Ice, back off, nice wide open area. This is the place that we want to Orb of Destruction him from. Hey, idiot. Did you leave? Alright. Start firing the orbs. Okay, and that should about be it. So, next floor. And that's it, Zot 27. As I had hoped for. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.